Hey guys, today we are checking dashcam from Alfawise. So let's check what's in the box. This is the camera itself. It's very small and light, but the screen takes a huge part of the back of the camera. There's a mounting point over here, lens over here with lens cover on it. Okay, so let's just put an micro SD card over here and let's connect it to 12 volts in this car. Let's mount it on the windscreen. In the box we have short USB cable for data transfer, I believe, long one to power the dashcam, and windscreen mount that goes on your windscreen. Okay, let's try it out. So I was driving with it for the past 2 or 3 weeks and I have some thoughts that I need to share with you. First of all, I needed to disable some of the features. For example, the G sensor was set to medium, and when it's set to medium or even high, it will pick up anything, any vibration on the car. If you slam the door too hard, it thinks that you are in accident. If you are driving on a bumpy road, it thinks you are in accident. Next is the high beam assistant, which should detect if you are driving with high beam and reminds you to turn it off. But if you have xenon lights like I over here, it will false detect that because the lights are too bright and it thinks that you are driving with high beams, so you have constant reminder on the screen and with a beep that you are driving with high beams, which you are not. Also, the built-in battery is very small, so you have like 2 or 3 minutes before the battery is dead when you disconnect it from the USB cable. So if you are in emergency situation, like you need to show the footage from the camera to the police, you have 2 or 3 minutes before it runs out of the power. There are 7 buttons on the device, 3 on this side, 4 on this side, and are pretty small, but you can use them. The user interface uses different symbols than actual symbols on the buttons. That's a little bit confusing, and you have to just learn which button does what. Let's talk about positives. So for a device that costs less than 30 bucks, you have a pretty decent set of features. You have parking mode over here, the headlight assistant that I mentioned before. You have G sensor. The screen is pretty big and with high resolution. There's no problem seeing what's on the display. There's HDMI port over here, so you can take it back home and connect it to your TV to watch the footage on big screen. There's USB port over here, which you can use not only to power the device, but also to transfer data to the computer, or use it as a webcam. So this can be used as a webcam with your computer, or if you have an Android head unit in your car, you can connect this to your Android head unit and use the Android software to use this as DVR. I also was impressed with amount of adjustment that you can do to the image. You have white balance, you have the light frequency if you want to set it to 50 or 60 Hz. There's a wide dynamic range that you can turn off and on, and other advanced settings that I even don't use on my regular camera. Let's talk about footage. So the image quality is pretty good, I have to say, even when you are pointing it directly at sun. There is some glare, but that's expected when pointing it at very bright source of light. Image is a little bit squeezed, but I believe that this is how the optics were designed. I think that the buffer between the CPU that's inside and the memory card that you are storing your footage is a little bit small, because sometimes when there's a lot happening in front of your car, you can later on see on the footage that the frame rate gets a little bit lower, everything slows down and then speeds up. You can also set your car's number plate to be hard burned into the video in the corner, but I noticed that this text is slightly too far to the right and it's out of the frame. You can also take pictures with it. In settings you can set it to 12 megapixels, but sadly it's not 12 megapixels. Image is stretched to meet that resolution, but the quality drops. Okay, so for a device at this price point you get a pretty decent set of features. If you want to buy one of those, check the link in the description below this video. Also check out my other reviews and tutorials, subscribe for future videos, and see you soon.